Ayup Woodlanders. I've been given a load of tools. So let's have a look at what we've got. And together we can unveil hopefully a few treasures inside the tool chests. Okay, before we delve into the boxes themselves, I've got this quite a budget friendly silver line plane. I might be able to make something of that. It's looking decidedly neglected. What does that say? I can't even read that. Hedging shears anyway, garden shears. They seem fairly well made actually, they do, so maybe they'll clean up. Blunt as an old man's teeth, but you never know. A couple of budget rough and ready chisels that look like they've been used. I mean, Jamie, if you see, watch the angle of the bevel on that. And then another budget friendly chisel. And the ferrules on the end I think are made out of aluminium foil. But well, you never know, maybe I can do something with that. A couple of braces. Seem okay. This one I think is a little bit better quality. Might be a Stanley. It is, yeah. Stanley brace with ratchet, which means that if you twist, it's on season. If that twists, it works into a ratchet action then, which means you can spin it one way and another. Very good. Inside the first case, I think this one's got some half decent stuff in it, but I've not really had a good look. Quite like the boxes. So the average tool chest. I'll tell you the story about these. Ooh, that would have had some sort of almost like a plough plane. Is that what they call them? Don't know that. A chap called Colin, he's a good friend of ours, and his brother-in-law died about 18 months ago, and he said to me, I've got some treasures for you. So he got me these tool chests out and says you can have them. If you want them, you can have them, because he said that they were no good to him and his family. And the story behind them was his brother-in-law was a bit of a hoarding collector. So you might see some numbers on these, which these are lot numbers. And what he used to do is he used to go to these sort of car boot auction style things and bid on these auctions, and oh nice, and just come out with whatever he won. So here we have drill piece set. I thought it's going to be brace and bit stuff then, but now these are, just swizzle you around a bit, got some wood drills. I don't know what quality these are, can't see any name on it. That's a 12mm, but that's handy to have because I do use those. I've got a couple of masonry bits as well. I thought they were SDS, but they're not. But these don't look like they've ever been used, so they'll be handy to have. That's quite good. Nice little tool roll. I've got some more drill bits here, but these do look like brace and bit style, and they look new. So are they? Oh no, these are more, they're not new either, because that's been chewed up at the end. But they don't look like they're mashed. It reminds me of when I was a kid, because my dad is a joiner and he had all these old sort of wooden tool chests before plastic things came out, and these tools remind me of that. A mallet, fairly well used. I don't like these normally. I much prefer something a bit greenwood that's solid, because I find it hits them hard enough and these split, folding off. And a couple of wooden jack planes with blades in as well. Nice. I don't know much about these either, but that, I don't know whether you can tell much about it from that. Let me know. It looks like there might be a handle missing off the front, because I thought he used them with something like that. But and then this is an absolute monster. This one is, and it's heavy, and it's got the blade in. Let's see what looks like an old saw handle. Yeah, you see, that would have had, I think, some sort of handle on the front as well, and it looks like it's been cut off and sanded. Right, so that's box number 1. Again, this was got from auction somewhere. Interesting. We've got a tiny little block plane with a blade in. Oh, that's just like, it's almost like something you see in a doll's house, isn't it, that? Some sort of countersink bit. Looks like a draft set. Don't know what half of this stuff is. And we've got, looks like some sort of rebate plane. Wow, that's primitive. With, or is it, yeah, almost like a rebate plane. It's actually got a saw blade that's been sharpened. That's crackers, isn't it, that? That's been built for a purpose, but I don't know what it was. Marking gauge with no pin. And this is where I think possibly some of this might be marbles, chisels. This feels like drill bits to me. I don't know. What are they? What are they? This is a set of chisels or something. And I wonder if this is part of that block plane thing that we had out of the other box, and you put these in that plough plane thing. Ooh, wow, that is interesting. I'm sure Jamie, you'll tell me what these are for. It's got some at Sheffield written on it. Yeah, got all sorts of different chisels here. It says A. Hildick Sheffield. We've got a 5, 6, 7. Oh, I've got a 3. There's number 3. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Spoke shave, blunt. Another old brace. By, looks like it says number 150. Stanley. These look like more traditional bits for the brace. Yes, we've got a bit of all sorts in here. We've got Summer England. Gotta love a brace and bit. We've got an adjustable one here as well, look. And I never know what these are for, actually. Jamie, you'll tell me. 7/8. Gilpin. No, Gilpins. Canic. A whole load of what looked to me like traditional woodworkers' chisels. Yeah, Marple, Sheffield. This is a big one. Yeah, Marples, Sheffield. That's a nice little chisel set. God, what on earth is that? What is that? Built for a purpose, that is. What is that? Can't see a name on it at the moment. It looks like some sort of rebate, or maybe that's what those chisels were for we saw earlier. It is, isn't it? It's a rebate plate, isn't it? And those funny chisels we saw in that other packet, they must slide down in there. Yeah. It's right there, isn't it? What's that do? Oh, it changes the height, I think. Got another little block plane. It doesn't feel very substantial, that one. Another little wooden block plane. Another wooden block plane. It feels loose somehow. Ouch. What's that? That's sharp. It's just come loose, that has. Something feels the wrong way around to me, that does. Yeah, I think so. That way around with that on top. That's better. And then another rather large sort of jack plane, I think you'd probably call that. Very nice. So, long term, I want to try and do something with these. I don't know what yet. That was the idea of them being gifted to me, is that they would be used and cleaned up if needed. So that's good. We'll pop all this lot back. Makes you wonder who built this, who owned it. Got here a lot. With care. What does that say? Beaumont, 126 Croydon Road. Summit Lee. What does that say? No date. Who's SE? Let me know what your thoughts are. Well, that was a particularly weird video to do, but I wanted to just show you what I've been given. It was very kind of Colin. Thank you, Colin, for giving us the tools. And we'll put these into safe storage in the workshop, and hopefully on a future video you'll see them being used. Thanks for watching. If you're able to, look after your old tools, and I'll see you in the next one.